Yo, Creative Drive. We out here. I had to pull the physicals, put them back on the streets, start flooding the streets with the physicals again. Ron Beatty, my man Cheddar Chap, told me the other day, if you're gonna get back to feel black, you gotta get back to feel black. You gotta pull them CDs and them physicals out. You gotta start selling them joints out the trunk again. Cause I told him, man, he asked me about the music. I was telling him like, I wanna start from square one, square one, brand new artist, local level, start in my little corner, family and friends, and spread from there. He was like, man, he said, you got at least 100 family members that you could sell it to right there. He's like, at least 250, at least 500 people you could sell it to right there. So it's like, that's pretty much 1,000 sales out the gate, like every project, with the merch drops and the bundles. And I got the Lit Life, the Cognac, cross promote everything together, have some other ideas, incorporating coffee. We into the coffee. My man Rube, he got the coffee company out of Colombia with the fresh green beans, so we working some shit out, Of course, we incorporating with fashion, with modern day genius, my man Lawrence. My brother, he doing film school, San Francisco Film School, so, got a lot of bases covered right now. And today we're going to talk about how to teach my son confidence. I feel like the biggest thing about confidence is knowing it's okay to be yourself. So like having the courage to be yourself, and to do and pursue the things that you like. If you like some shit and the whole world think you a nerd for liking it, it's confidence to stand on that. If you like playing Dungeons and Dragons and your whole crew think it's fucking corny, oh well. You'll be corny to stop playing Dungeons and Dragons if you love that shit. So I think as a parent, to encourage your kids to instill confidence is about, letting them know that them being who they are is okay. Because it's like, if they know whatever personality type that they have is okay with you, and you're not trying to force them to be, different than who they naturally are. Encouragement is one thing, The one thing I do encourage Nashi is I do encourage him to talk to strangers, Like when we out, certain days we out, we might be at the gym, Walking through the mall, like, yo, dog, you gotta talk to 5 people. And now I got a new thing. Because he done pretty much hacked out. That's an easy, hey, how you doing today? Da, 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 da. That one. And that's too easy. So I'm like, you could talk to, so I upped it on him. It's like, you could talk to 7 people, or you could have one real conversation, So, see how that starts to go. I think teaching something like confidence to a kid is just really modeled off the behavior of the parents. Because for instance, right, like if the kid sees you act a certain way, but then when y'all in public, you act different, that's automatically showing, okay, for whatever reason, my parent doesn't act the same inside the house as outside the house. So now it's like, why? Do they lack the confidence to be who they truly are? You know? So, yeah. Another thing that builds confidence is proficiency in a skill, you know? So it's like pushing your kid to be, you know, to develop a skill that they have an interest in and to really attack it. So right now the things he likes, most thing he's been spending a lot of time on is Mandarin. He's getting pretty good. He's becoming more focused with his Mandarin. He just started doing carpentry. He's been doing that now about 4 months, and he really likes boxing. You know, he don't want to really compete, you know, but he likes boxing. You know, skills and hobbies also build confidence, and now you're moving around in different circles. It does take confidence to move around in different circles with different type of people. You know, it even takes confidence to have an interest and to decide, I'm gonna jump into that. As a newcomer into an already established circle, takes confidence. And without confidence, you're gonna limit your possibilities and limit the things you're willing to try because you don't have the confidence to step into a new environment. So that's all new people, you know. So also putting them in different environments, uncomfortable environments, you know, challenging them, not making shit easy, you know what I mean? If you have to manufacture some hardship for your children, so be it, you know. So that's my thoughts on it for now. This creative drive. Just left Durham on the way to Chapel Hill. I mean, I'm doing a 2-day detox right now. I'm gonna take this into a fast. And yeah, creative drive. Working on a new record. Got some nice concepts coming through. It linked up. And Tone hit me yesterday out of the blue like, yo, got some shit for you. So he done sent me some fucking heat. So yeah, it's working out. It's already working out. But yo, holla at y'all tomorrow. Peace.